Yo, huddle up, huddle up,
Huddle
huddle
up,
up,
huddle up,
huddle up,
huddle
huddle
up,
up, huddle up, huddle up,
huddle
huddle
up,
up.
huddle up.
We got episode 44 of the Ravens Huddle. We back again. We appreciate y'all huddling up.
Yes, indeed, man. Continue, like he said, to huddle up with us in them comments, bro. Like, hit us in the comments. Let us know what we doing. If we need to call a play action, something, if we need to figure something out. Other than that, hit that like button and tell a friend to tell a friend to tell another friend. And like I always say, tell some enemies. They spread the word fastest.
Man. The engagement is love. I really appreciate that, man.
And early into this, man, subscribe if you ain't subscribed.
Subscribe.
Please do.
That's big. If you're not subscribed,
Run it up. We try and get that. We try and get them numbers up, baby.
Subscribe, please, man. Please.
Please, and we appreciate y'all.
Please.
All right, man.
Yep, you got your boy Mike.
My bad. You got your boy Rich. Caught me in the middle of the sip of the juice.
I was like, we was getting into
I forgot about him. Yeah, your boy Rich.
Guys, in the back as usual. And let's jump it off.
We
already know.
That's how we know this is destined. Why is all this happening in the off season, bro?
Yeah, Alexander.
Let's get it done.
The homies.
Let's get it done. Yo, that secondary is supposed to be the healthiest, wealthiest, stealthiest. We gonna be getting picks. Please be healthy, man. I really just hope we can have great health this season, man. And this defense could be different,
it's
yo.
It's going to be great health. We're manifesting it. They've had some relatively good health. But of course, Flowers got hurt last year. That was like,
and it's a long season, yo. You gotta think them little guys that be cracking by the end of the season, you gonna be like, yo.
But
I'm a little cook.
The talk been for a while. We brought it up a couple of times, yo. Jaire, yo. Mm-hmm. It was like he out there. Can we But we knew that was Lamar's guy since college.
Yeah.
And Lamar been advocating for him. But Lamar, when he did his first press, media joint at minicamp, first day, it was good just to see Lamar talking. It's always good, man. See his temperature, man. He seemed upbeat. He seemed focused as well. And they asked him about, actually, what's that? He said, look, I love all my other DBs, but get my boy, man. Yeah. Get Jaire in less than 24 hours. Now, of course, they working on it.
Oh,
they talking, but it still is cold to see Lamar do that in less than 24 hours.
But I got to give a shout out to the Ravens organization for that, because at least they treating him like he LeBron James, yo. Bro, like, I don't understand when the NFL be acting weird. Like, yo, this is literally great for y'all, just the game itself, yo, having somebody this great just playing, yo.
But getting on specifically the defense, this piece is so important because, so the main thing is, it's not play at all. It's just stay healthy. Yeah. 14 games in the last 2 seasons is a little worrisome. But, the Ravens switched the staff up. Zay Flowers' injury was just kind of like
it was a freak injury.
Yeah, it was fluky. Yeah. So he's motivated because he took less money, I'm sure, to have a chance to win and play well and play with his guy. He might leave at the end of the year, but
if he get his ring, it don't matter.
But they said he took. I know Carolina, and he's from Carolina, North Carolina, I believe. They was pushing, and I think they will give him more money. They need all type of defensive help and stuff like that. So apparently they was gonna give him a bigger bag, but he came here, and the thing about him, man, is if he's healthy, if I'm not mistaken, he was like the highest paid corner in history at one point, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, he's cold, man.
He was really, really...
He's cold.
And the key thing about him is, it's not that he's just a good player when healthy. He can move. They get another versatile guy. He can inside a little bit.
It's going to be scary, bro.
He can dip both sides of the field. And he's a dog.
Yeah.
To have
not just a good corner.
That's the key.
He's a dog,
I don't think what people realize.
The Ravens need dogs, yo.
I don't think what people realizing is we have him. We have Kyle Hamilton, who is gonna be the greatest safety of this era.
Yeah.
You feel me? We got Nate Wiggins that's looking promising. Yeah. You feel me? We got Marlowe that's already a Hall of Famer. It's like, yo, it's already crazy. It's crazy.
Malachi back there.
Malachi Starks.
See, and we
the up front
Mike
pressure.
Green grabbing folks. Get out of here.
I'm hearing good
things. I'm gonna go make this tackle.
Our linebackers looking good.
Yeah.
They saying.
On.
You gotta remember
that Trent
40.
Simpson could develop.
They've been picking up the edge / linebackers for a while now. They all relatively young. They got some people jump off immediately, and some people take a little bit of time. They got talented guys. That's not the issue, yo. It's just sometimes it take a little while to come along.
Yeah.
But Jaire is perfect because the defense plays very well. But we mentioned like when Peters is going, like, you need a dog. You need somebody with a little edge.
Yeah.
You need somebody who might, slightly, not just crash out on a tackle, but, you know what I mean? Yeah,
really make a play.
Yeah, talk a little bit, get in your face, like all that type of stuff. We got a lot of excellent players.
We needed that against, what's my man that was cooking us on the Steelers last year that's on the Cowboys now?
Oh, man. George, man.
Yeah. We needed somebody like that to just get a little aggressive. Just to get a little aggressive on him.
And have him crash out.
And then have him crash out. To get in the mental game.
Yeah.
Get the mental game going. Because I remember there was a clip that was going around. It's been clips of him going around now. Jaire Alexander, of him just talking about, like, you could just see, you could sense the confidence. And to play both of those positions, either wide receiver or defensive back, you got to have an unsound amount of confidence.
Yeah, you got
almost unreasonable amount of confidence, like to the point where you delusional. So he was saying, he was like, yo, toughest guy type in the league. I don't know if it's really anybody tough in the league. Like that kind of language. I was like, yeah, I like him, yo. He's like, yo. Do you watch film? He's like, I watch a lot of film 23. And talking about himself, yo. I was like, damn,
it's a lot of
rock.
I like
yo,
there's a lot of
96.
There's a lot of excellent players on the team who are honorable and nice, and you need more of that, probably more so than the other thing. But you need a couple guys, yo.
Real dog vets.
I like it, yo.
You remember
chippy, bro.
The Eagles had one last year. He was, I'm forgetting his name now, number 8, I think it was. Yo, he was a wily vet, yo. But he was aggressive. He just was like one of them chirpers. He might crack you if you come across that middle, and he might be there for a pick. But he was a wily vet. Similar with him. What I really love is the fact that we'll be able to, like you said, move him around and Marlo too.
Yes.
When we have the ability to move Marlo around, things happen every time.
Marlo gonna be shaking off, yo.
Every time.
I like what you said.
Can play too,
I like
man.
what you said.
Yeah.
I like what you said.
I keep forgetting about him
as a safety-esque role. You feel me?
Marlo
That could happen now. Because he could really hit, yo.
Well, Marlo mentioned something about, he was like, he mentioned something about playing safety.
Yo,
or
he
something,
could definitely play
like,
free safety easy.
While I was listening to his interview, I mean, so he was just talking. Their thing is versatility.
Yeah,
everybody being able to do everything, disguise and all. Yo, bro, the fact that they got, because what Awuzie is cool, but I don't strictly on the outside all the time, But now I feel like they can move him around a little bit better because they actually have on each side now 2 legitimate cover guys.
Yeah, bro, it's crazy.
Jaire and Nate Wiggins.
They don't understand, yo. This really could be crazy, bro.
Crazy.
Please,
and they
healthy.
I know Zach Orr and them, and they.
Oh, yo, you see when the Jack Orr was drafted against certain players, how pumped he was, bro. You
see the OTA,
bro. You saw Harbs was squatting like 400. They
they
like this gotta be the year, yo.
He was repping that joint.
Everybody's aggressive at the Ravens facility, yo. They know what time it is. Because Harbs, you need to get it done. Lamar, you need to get it done. Everybody that's been involved with this organization and we've been this good this long, we need to get it done, yo.
We need to get it done, yo.
What I've been loving most too, though, is, like you said, hearing Lamar Jackson talk more. It was a funny scenario happened with one of the interview dudes. He asked him, I guess, or they were commentating about how his frame looked, and he called him skinny.
Oh, yeah, skinny.
He was like, yo, don't call me skinny.
Yo, I'm in shape.
Like 200.
I'm in shape, yo.
I'm in shape. I'm not skinny.
Shout out Lamar, man. He's in shape, man.
I think he said something to the still like
he
skinny.
need the I'm in shape shirts to come out.
He should.
Yeah, drop the I'm in shape shirts,
absolutely.
Bro. You don't even gotta give us that. Just give us a shout out, Lamar.
I dropped.
You feel me?
But he was like, because I think he said something to the joint to the extent that it seemed like frail or something. Like, nah, man, I'm still 200. You know, he said basically because you say eating fruit and other stuff just leaving a lot of the trash alone.
Super athlete, the faster the better. His arm is a sniper. He proved that last year. If you don't believe he could throw the ball last year, and you just delusional, bro. But if he come out like that 14-2, looking like the fastest player on the field against a lot of teams,
he did it
last year. He was rolling because he came back.
I keep forgetting Derrick Henry carried a lot of the load. Pause. So it's like I be forgetting Lamar took less carries.
He ran for 900 yards.
Yeah.
Stop hating on it. I know bro. We might say this I know some people are like, come on, man. We might say this every episode. Stop hating on these.
Stop being buck nasty, yo. It's no reason you have to be buck nasty about Lamar, yo. Enjoy the football.
You got to get it done. But that's what I was the last couple weeks. I feel like I said, yo, this is a generational player. Yo, yes, you got to get the ring. At some point, the ring or rings have to get got. But don't lose sight of how do you these dudes ain't playing necessarily for. I mean, they're certainly not playing for 25 years and all that. Like, enjoy this. Yeah, you may never. It's highly likely you will never see nothing like this on your team.
Highlights.
Come on, man.
Bro, some of the best highlights you're gonna see, shaking and baking.
No, just in football in general, because I know people when people, I'm sure fans of other teams when they're not playing against when we not playing against their team, they be like, yo.
Eviscerating the ankles.
That was like with AI back in the day, and like them. It's like, yo, you can't deny that he's nice. You be like, yo, he fried the Bulls, but yo, he nice, yo. He
my
really
man
nice.
in shape, yo.
Yeah, come on, yo.
Chill with that. And some of the questions, we ain't trying to get on it, but some of the questions, I be like, yo, you gotta.
They're trying to draw.
They only treat Lamar like that.
No, the reporter wasn't trying to. I don't think he was trying to be disrespectful, but I
guarantee you, none of them reporters came up on Trevor Lawrence saying you look frail, yo.
Nah, I just think they was just acknowledging he looks
slim.
Down.
Yeah, he's slim down.
Because he came.
I'm just defensive.
Remember the year before, like, it's understandable. You're getting a lot of stones.
Yeah, he be catching flack to be like the.
That's why it's going to be so beautiful when he's holding the Lamar.
Mm-hmm. Oh my gosh!
You know how many people are going to be sick?
Oh yeah, yo, that's
Yo, Zay, first off, we being so egregious. That episode, we gonna have a green screen with Lamar holding the trophy as the background,
walking back,
yo.
Just the whole time.
Yes, yo. It's gonna be obnoxious.
No, it's gonna be a whole highlight reel behind.
It's gonna be obnoxious, yo.
I'm gonna be egregiously
I'm dancing
obnoxious.
to the Shawn Michaels song before we start the episode, yo. It's gonna be greatness.
Yeah, you got
to. You know how it is when your team win or somebody you root for win, and the next day. First of all, the whole night. First of all, you already your energy be so high. You stay up like an extra hour or two later, yo.
Yeah.
Bro,
I'm watching everything for the whole week, yo. Like every show, yo. Shows I don't even watch. I'm watching them just to talk good about, yo.
If we end up in that position, yo, I promise you, I swear, yo, I be saving my PTO, yo. If we win the Super Bowl, I might take the whole week off, yo. Flat out,
we gonna be down at the parade. You know we at the parade. That's happening.
And I'm shaking off all week.
I'm taking off 2. Yeah, at least a week, yo.
We might have to host a Ravens Huddle shindig or something.
Yeah. Bro,
it's a holiday.
Yo, don't let us down.
Ravens Huddle 24-hour stream. We just be in there just going crazy for 24 hours.
Yo,
inviting
the
people in,
going
wild. Yo.
Like, yo.
It's gonna be obnoxious, fam.
Oh man, yo,
I'm with it.
It's gonna be wild emotions though, bro. Because I really want Lamar to get that, yo. You wouldn't understand if you're not a super Ravens fan, but like, yo,
it's also
our quarterback has always been mid, bro.
That's
you feel me? Mid. So it's like, yo, to have this.
Other than Flacco,
and Flacco still was like
good.
Yeah, he wasn't in that top tier in that. He
just turned into the greatest quarterback of all time for like
playoffs.
I want this
playoffs,
Lamar
baby.
So bad, yo. Think about how many. Think about it. God forbid, if Lamar never played football ever again, yo, he's still in the argument of the best player on the Ravens of all time by far, yo.
He's up there.
You know what I mean? You got Ed Reed and Ray Lewis on the team.
All he got to do is get one, yo.
All he got to do is get one, yo.
He be solidified as the best Raven ever played.
The greatest Raven of all time, yo.
Solidified, yo.
Ever put the uniform on.
He's going to get it, yo. Like, we know he's going to get it, yo.
I want it this year.
Yeah, we want it this year.
I want that joint so bad. I'm not even going to lie, yo. When Zay coined it as the insanity era, I was like, yo, we do make an excuse every year, yo. It's been like 4 or 5 years now, like, yo.
But you know who don't make excuses? Lamar don't. Yo.
Lamar.
That's how I know he's going to get it.
That's another thing he said in one of those press conferences. He was just saying that. It's like essentially along the lines, I'm summarizing here like a little bit and paraphrasing. Yo, we got to get it done. We lost the year before in the AFC Championship. The whole thing before was that I couldn't win a playoff game. I do that. Yep. Then we go on and we get to the AFC Championship, lose there. The next year we lose in the second round. So we just got to get it done.
Yeah.
Simple as that. It's not really complicated. We gotta execute and win.
Real talk. And we can get it done.
Yeah, that second half, man. When I feel like the second half he had at the Bills game, he transferring that over. He just gonna roll through the whole game.
But to take some of that off Lamar back, because I still don't get how people put that loss on Lamar. Yes, we should have just stepped on him in the beginning. But, yo, let's keep it real. Andrews iced the game, bro, multiple times at different points of the game, yo. Like, you can't have the momentum going and then do stuff like that.
I want to take it up Andrews because we've beaten that drum a million times.
Yeah.
And we've talked about this, what I'm about to say before, but I'm glad. And I've seen it floating around a couple of spots now on national because Marlo said it. Because I know this was the first point I said. I said, no disrespect, they play excellent. And this is why it's a good thing Jaire and Dogs are coming. And it's just improving naturally, even the guys that have been here.
Mm-hmm.
In a game like that, when you have all those Pro Bowlers or all-pro dudes on defense, and they played well, but the thing is, 0 turnovers.
Yeah,
all they probably needed was one, and they still would have won the game.
Kyle Van Noy fumble strip something.
Somebody make a play
across the middle,
and it's good because
he's right.
Humphrey said it.
That's real.
It ain't just a fan
like
or somebody outside saying it.
You're right.
He said it. I was saying it before, but to hear him say it, it was like not tripping. He knows it. He said he went and watched back that 2000s like Ravens defense. And he was like, man, I didn't realize how good they were. And I was like, hey, come on. But I had to remember, he's not from this area.
Young.
And he's younger than us.
Yeah,
he's younger than us by a few years. So I was like, it's understandable. But he was like, man. He's like, I ain't even need offense. He's like, I just watched. He's like, he watched the playoff game. He's like, the turnovers.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
it's just turnover after turnover.
We went literal game, like 2 games almost without scoring a touchdown and was winning.
Yeah,
that was crazy. Our defense was nuts ridiculous. In the 2000s.
He said he felt like the standard. He said, I feel like being the longest here on the defense. Like I kind of let it down. He said, but we trying to pick that back up because there needs to be that Ravens like,
It's got to stay consistent.
Yeah, I mean, It's
got to be a consistent theme.
That's why I like Malachi coming in, Jaire with them.
Yeah.
It didn't happen in the playoffs, but Marlo was getting them picks last year.
Yeah,
absolutely.
Marlo was shaking up. In the beginning, I told you.
He was the only one getting
and that's why
in the beginning of the season, like, he had like 5 picks like the first 5 games or something.
2 in that Buccaneers game.
Yeah,
then he got hurt.
He got hurt.
He was going crazy, because the defense looked atrocious outside of him.
That's why now they brought another dog in and they got the rookie, and then they got both the first Malachi and Green. I'm like, I feel like it's getting to there, and that's why it hurts even more that Ardarius not here, because Ardarius, that fumble when he smacked that boy Russ, that's the type of plays right there, yo.
Yeah, that's
the type of play, and I felt like this year he was going to go to another level.
He was trying to get that contract. He was definitely going to try to get that contract.
Come on, man.
It's a fact.
So it hurts a little bit. We still wishing him great recovery. You don't want to harp on it.
Wishing him speedy recovery, bro.
He said, hey, man, they saying he could come back. If he does, hopefully it's nice, safe. I don't think they would allow him to risk anything. Yeah, they wouldn't.
Yeah, they don't have the old trainers. So
yeah, I mean, but if he is able to come back and be able to, in the late season, I think him just giving a boost of energy, like, to the fellas.
Yeah.
Him just be like, I think that would be so dope in general. So, but yeah, that turnovers, man, I mentioned, I say, man, listen, I hear all that they one of the top defense, this is, I'm like, yo, they turnovers. I feel like we were saying that periodically out there. Yeah. Let's get some turnovers. I mean, of course, the Cleveland game, before you went to the playoffs, they should have won. No, Jameis Winston tried to throw the game away at least 5 times. Nobody could catch.
He was throwing that joint 30 yards downfield, cross body, horrible play. And I'm like,
ball in hand. Wiggins had one in that game. I think what's his name had the game losing one. Your boy Kyle. Kyle had the game losing one.
Y'all wiped that game out of my mind.
Yeah, it was tough.
Bro.
That was a tough loss.
About that disgusting loss, yo.
It was some disgusting losses this season. That
just made me sad.
The Steelers one?
About that game.
That first Steelers one was gross.
Oh, man. We all had to.
We was down in the stadium.
I think Nate or Ant was on an episode when we lost to the Browns, yo.
It was Ant.
It was Ant, yo.
Yeah, somebody was here.
It was
Ant
nasty.
Came through. We was all
Bro
depressed.
came through and killed the bottle of Cab Saul, yo. Yo was wild depressed.
It was so annoying, yo.
Nah, it was frustrating because they scored no touchdowns. It was all field goals they beat us on. And we missed.
You talking about the Steelers?
The Steelers joint. Yeah, the Steelers joint was so frustrating.
I thought you was talking about the Browns.
And then that play
the
that
Browns joint was
the end.
interceptions, yo. Like
the play where they left Lamar just out there by himself. Yeah, it was yeah. But They're gonna get them turnovers this year.
It's a new season. We got some
Strip
new bodies
sacks,
out there. I'm excited.
pick
Let's get it
sixes.
done.
It's over because already Nate Wiggins already said he taking them to the house, yo. He already spoke about getting at least 10.
I heard he got one in OTAs.
I would like you to do that.
Yeah.
Going off
I
in
would
OTAs.
not be mad at
Him
you if
and
you
Mike
decided
Green. They
to
said
do that.
Mike Green going off in OTAs.
He spoke about
I won't be mad at y'all if y'all decide to do what y'all say.
Oh yeah, I
bro.
missed last episode. My bad.
No, you good. Yo, Mike Green. This is what I was thinking about. Mike Green. If somehow, I don't know what he got going on. You know, we see him at the bank from time to time when he come back. You know, he was actually one of the most seen players when he was playing in the area. Everybody has seen him out and about. Mike Green, holla at Sizzle, yo.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He Sizzle,
Tap
man.
in with Sizzle, man.
I think he might have had
please,
a controversy
yo.
coming out too. That's
I
how he
don't-
got him as
Maybe-
well. Sizzles
yeah.
is such a. It might
Hopefully.
be somebody to talk to for real.
If he
Right.
well, if
To get some insight on
yeah,
how
I
to
see what you're saying.
even navigate
yeah.
right now, because you young. He young. He
Yeah,
don't know.
young.
He not trying to do
And that social
anything. But
media
it's
could be a mug.
that's
bro.
the thing.
Yeah.
That's a different era too.
Yeah.
The Suggs didn't really have
Yeah,
that to
yeah,
the
yeah.
same degree as what they have now.
Mike
but
grew up, like we came right before,
Yeah,
so
we
we
sitting
could.
there.
Some of us know how to navigate better, but they literally, it's a part of their
It's the only thing they know.
Yeah. So
It's hard
but
for them, yo.
On the field, though,
Yeah.
I'm just looking, man. I'm looking at the prototype,
excited.
all of that. Holla at Sizzle, man, because just a little bit of knowledge here, a little bit of knowledge there on that field, bro. Because he already sound
Then he
like a
could
stud.
finally acquire the Ask in the first season.
Yes, that
The
Sizzle-esque,
bro. You get a little bit of the sprinkling, yo.
If you don't know about the Eskers, you're going to possibly
Yo,
keep hearing the
yo,
Eskers.
yo, we throw
There's
that
one
out there
person,
often, yo.
I haven't said it, I'm not going to say it. I'm going to point, but y'all can only see it.
yeah.
There's one guy I want to get the Esk.
Yeah, we definitely want to make it almost Ask, bro.
I'm not ready to say it yet until he make a big play, yo.
Yo.
You can infer on the other side if
Yeah.
y'all know what we talking about, but
He already is Ask.
I just want to see him going on the field.
We're not going to jinx it. We're not
He's
going to jinx
himself
it.
That's the
right now.
GOAT, yo.
He's himself.
That's the
He's
GOAT,
himself.
yo.
My bad.
That's the
Let him
GOAT.
be
My
himself
fault,
for
my
now.
fault, my fault.
Yeah,
That's
let
the
me
trick,
become
yo.
GOAT
My fault, my
status.
fault, my
He needs to
fault,
talk
my
to
fault.
that guy too.
Yes.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
I think he came in the room when they weren't getting picks and came in there and kind of just
Oh yeah, he did. He did.
gave him a little
Yeah,
bit
he
of like,
did,
yo,
he
what's
did.
going on type.
That's him. Sizzle and Ed Reed are probably the two most seen guys in the if you lived in this area, yo.
Yeah.
At the time.
Ed Reed is really a man of the people, yo. I got
There was other
to
people you
give
seen, but
big
you
respect to
always
him
seen them,
because
yo.
it's weird. I bring the story up often, but like, yo, we were not a good Baltimore County football team by any measure, yo. We was a regular public school, you feel me? And it's like he was there really motivating the kids when he was going to Pro Bowls, yo.
Nuts.
Like returning kicks
He's a good dude.
and punching the ball out and stuff.
He
It was
really loved
crazy.
football. That's what it was.
He was at the top of the hill a lot of days with the crow sting look, yo.
Yo,
Just at the
shout out
top,
Brandon, that
staring
was
down on
hilarious.
everybody.
Yo said he was at the top of the stadium, like
Bro, it be
Sting.
sometimes it be track practice and you just see him up there just
Hey,
Yo, he just likes sports.
with a
yo.
hat on, so you can't even see his face. Because I think the
Yeah.
way this, I know this sounds dramatic, but I'm painting a picture. I think the way the sun set, the sun is at his
At his
back,
back,
so
so
you
you just
can't.
see the
Yeah, you
shadow.
just see the shadow.
silhouette
yo.
of a
You
body.
dark
That's
skin
stand,
dude.
yo.
And a bucket hat, yo. It's probably this bucket hat looked like a scarecrow at the top
Yeah,
of the
he
hill.
just loves to
son.
watch developing athletic talent.
Yeah.
Yo, like,
Stand
yo,
for
that
the
kid might be
Raptors,
good.
yo.
Budding athletic talent was his
Bro,
passion.
that's man honorable, because like you gotta think most dudes is that's at that level in their career where he was at that time. You feel me?
He could have been like-
it wasn't gonna be at no random high school.
Could have been like Willie Beeman.
Sports.
Could have been anywhere.
Yeah, he
was-
literally could have been at
Pool
the
parties.
Y'all high school.
Yeah,
just
he really could have been out
randomly.
there. Must be the money.
Could've been doing anything else.
Yeah. You walk up to him, he just mushed the kid. Like, yo, get out of here,
Money.
shorty. Ed Reed gave us the motivational speech and we lost, bro. We blew it. I think everybody got nervous. 'Cause he's like, yo, it's a lot of pressure now, yo. He like, y'all can get it done.
Y'all didn't
can
let Reed down, yo. Y'all let Reed down.
Everybody looking like, yo, that's Ed Reed, yo.
How y'all let
He on the
Reed
big
down,
stage
yo?
now, yo. Everybody out there is shook, yo.
Y'all let Goat Reed down,
We
Mike,
let go
yo.
Reed down, yo. We let
Damn.
go
Hey
Reed
man,
down.
listen, man.
Yo, shout out Garrett, yo, because I remember riding the bus home at the game, yo. He was like, yo, he said something along the lines like, yo, Ed Reed gave us a speech and we failed, yo. Yo, no, the bus ride home was wicked, yo. The playoffs in 12th grade. fumble the bag after Ed Reed gives you the motivation.
It's all quiet.
This is not cap, yo. It was really Ed Reed. I'm like, I can't believe that.
It's all quiet on the bus and just that one person. I can't believe we
failed Ed Reed.
We failed Goat Reed, fam.
Yo, especially at that age, yo, you kind of don't even want to see him again, probably, yo, because you just embarrassed.
I ain't gonna lie. That's why we can't judge the young boys, because we had some real crash outs too, yo. Because on the bus, it was a few people like, yo, what's up, yo?
Yeah, that's how it goes.
That's
high school.
That's every young sports, bro. You're gonna have that happen.
Ed Reed had us in shambles.
Some people do suck a little bit, man, and they tired of it.
No,
like, Buddy shouldn't have been out there on the field, coach. Why you had him out there?
Yeah. I used to always get the pass though, because everybody knew I wasn't athletic. I was just aggressive. Like, yo, he gonna make a tackle if it come across the middle. But I wasn't there for like if he start doing all the breaking down.
The move on you.
People like Mike because you could just tell Mike gave it his all.
Yeah, yo.
That's like Ravens players, yo.
Yeah,
who gets some of the biggest like applause when they come back? It don't necessarily be like a top 10. It'd be like that man came and gave it his all.
Yeah.
Geno Stone type
try to kill somebody.
Them guys is like unsung heroes. They be our favorite. Ardarius was. We didn't really know Ardarius crazy like that before that season. Last season,
we big up all the players, especially when they play well. But who do we big up like the most probably over the last couple of years?
Yeah,
Tyler.
Everybody like the underdog.
Ardarius, of course, Lamar. But like that's what I'm saying.
The underdog story that we still got to write.
Yeah, that's hilarious.
Tyler Wallace, get with us so we can write that.
Yo, and go back in the Ravens Huddle history and watch the episode after he housed that kick. He was wilding.
I might have to repost that clip.
Yo, you gotta repost that clip, yo.
Yo,
it's so funny. Yo, yeah, you just gotta repost that. They wouldn't even understand the levels of detail we went into on that, yo.
Oh man. Well, getting back into minicamp stuff this week. Hopkins, DeAndre Hopkins. First of all, Lamar called him what he said, a super vet or something like that. Dang. Which was dope though, because you got to remember.
No, they say he really had short hands his whole career, so that's probably real nice to just have like that guy to catch in the middle, 5 and outs.
It's
all
beyond
that.
It's the professionalism, it's the approach. It's about how he worked out, because Zay Flowers is just talking about like, yo, yeah, I mean, he just didn't. You could just see the way they talking about him. You know, like, bro, like this, that, and the third. And Lamar they called him a super vet. And you could just see how Lamar was just giddy, because you got to remember, like Lamar is a all-time great player, but Lamar grew up watching, and this is not the age, what's the name out, but it's true. He watched Hopkins.
Yeah.
Bro, and it's just like, man, I got that guy on my team, and then he comes, and from all of the things, and even the stuff I've seen, because I'm gonna talk about his interview, bro, he all business, but he don't seem like he not, from how they say he speaks to everybody, he's cool to be around, but there's a certain tone and seriousness. So a couple of things, Marlon Humphrey was talking about how humble it was from him, because he was like, he spoke to him, and it was like, him and I think one of the coaches or something asked the question, like, what do you think did you see that we, missing in this need or whatever? And he said, the Hop was like, listen, man, something, but he was like, I could either, he said, I seen that something is missing. He said, I could either be that piece or I could not. Basically saying, like, you just never, like, I'm coming here to work. I'm not coming here to, blow smoke. You know how some guy, I'm going to be the man, this and that. It's like, listen, gotcha. I'm going to come here and put the work in. I can be that guy. I'm going to try to be that guy.
Yeah.
But it may not be the thing. We just got to put our heads down. Because one of the things I love, because at first I was like, oh, that's interesting. He got asked a couple questions about Lamar, right? And I don't think he was doing this to be like, it wasn't no hater vibes I didn't get.
Yeah.
So he would answer like 1 or 2, and then they kept, how do you think about, you come here? And he was like, man, I'm not here to do a PSA about Lamar, what's the name, and that. He's an excellent player, this, and that. We basically coming here to work.
Yeah.
This team hasn't reached the ultimate goal. I haven't reached the ultimate goal.
Yeah. Let's get it done.
Let's work. We could talk about how great everybody. You can talk about how I am. You can talk about how Lamar is. And somebody else tried to throw another question. He's like I said, I'm not here to do a PSA about it. He's an excellent player. Blah blah blah. He played with Patrick Mahomes as well.
Yeah.
And then he also mentioned how I played probably with the most quarterbacks out of any wide receiver in the league.
People sleep on that. Down there on the Texans,
exactly,
he was going crazy.
So he's literally seen it all.
Like,
yeah.
What?
Arizona,
horrendous.
Like he's like unseen it all. Like he's excellent, but also just keeping in mind, like I'm not here to everybody.
Yeah, I'm not here
every
to
year.
toot
All the
my
Ravens
own
got
horn.
this.
I just want to get
what
it
I
done.
basically got was, you know what people are doing now? Dream team. Everybody no, it's not about got the roster, got this guy, got that. Guys,
Get it done.
We have to perform.
Yeah, let's lock in and win.
Names
yo.
and names that we got to perform. So I loved it.
Done.
I just
That's
love
tough.
it. I was hearing how the players are talking
That's
about
veteran
him. And
status.
Yes, and that's why Lamar was like, he's a super vet. Lamar just seemed kind of like, yo, we got him here. And I don't think it's
need that.
necessarily.
We need that for the
Six,
wide receiver room in
yes.
particular.
They needed that because the wide receiver room is young.
Yeah.
Honestly,
Perfect person.
I keep saying it, but like contingent upon health, this team is almost too good, yo. It's like, yo, if we gotta get it done. If we don't get it done, yo, Harbs, yo, I'm not gonna be, yo,
Let's
yeah,
put the
we gonna
positive
put a
energy
positive
in.
energy,
They
yo, because
gonna
I'm
get
like,
it
it's
done,
almost
yo.
impossible. Like,
They're
yo,
gonna get it done. They're gonna get it done.
The squad
they
there.
trimmed the fat
Squad
and
is
got
there.
better.
You know why we're gonna put the positive energy in the air? Because everybody on the outside, I've already been seeing it, putting negative energy.
Yeah, let's be you're
We're
right.
going to keep the positive energy going, yo. We're going to be the people.
And the positive energy pushed us this far, so like,
Yes, yo.
let's keep.
They
that
not that
montage,
far, yo.
Yeah.
They're gonna get it done, yo. Sidebar. We gotta do this. Salute to CJ Mosley, man.
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
Respect
yeah.
for your retirement, yo.
Oh yeah,
Great career,
He deserves
brother.
a round of applause.
Excellent.
Appreciate your services
Fun to
here
watch,
with the
bro.
Ravens, man.
Excellent. Yeah, man. And I was talking to my lady, I was just like, gotta give him a lot of credit because he was the person. Like Roquan now, you know, he gets a little bit of this because, you know, they gotta get the job done and some, you know, people mess with him and do the comparisons. But Mosley followed up right after Ray Lewis. He had to be the dude that followed Ray Lewis. I don't think people understand, yo. That's a crazy position.
He
Yo.
did pretty good, too, man.
And he played well.
Yeah, did
They
pretty
just
good.
overall, like, especially the quarterback played a lot of things up and down, so he didn't get but like he played well.
Yeah. Got that contract
Pro
up there with the
Bowls,
Jets.
yes.
So he did his thing.
And he had some really. He might have had a couple of his best years with the Jets.
Yeah,
honestly, like
he was great.
It's a really good play. I know there was some. It was people was kind of rumbling. Maybe you should bring him back. This was like last year. Probably was the end of this year.
I do remember that for some reason.
Yeah, and it was
last
like,
year.
oh, that's kind of cool. It would be kind of dope if he come back for like a
One day.
Yeah, retire as a
retire a Raven.
Yeah, that would be cool. But he's one of those players. When he comes back to the bank, whenever that happens, it's gonna go crazy.
Oh yeah,
I love those.
Yeah,
Don't
he
be
was
like-
electric.
That was like that time Vontae Leach came down.
Oh, yeah,
there.
yeah.
Yeah,
When
bro was a menace though.
Now he be out
He was
there
a
every
man
so
child.
often.
Vontae Leach. I was like, what?
He was a man child, yo.
Was he
Love
playing the little football game this year at the stadium?
Yeah. Yeah, he lost that joint.
He
too,
got a little
son.
big.
Yeah,
Yeah,
he's a
I
little
love
hefty.
seeing the older dude. They get a little older, man. They look like they enjoy the fruits here on their leg.
It seems like they
having a
go.
good time.
You go either way. Like the linemen sometimes will thin out,
Yeah,
crazy
thin out, yeah.
and then the running backs, they Maurice Jones-Drew.
Well, a lot of times, them running backs, they naturally be just kind of big and they come down. The linemen, a lot of times, they be
Oh,
feeding them
Maurice Jones
boys.
Drew big now?
Yeah. He was.
I ain't
you
know
ain't
that.
seen
Bro,
Maurice
he-
Jones-Drew. At
Yeah,
one,
yeah.
he was 5'8".
Yes,
like
yo.
250.
Allegedly 5'8". He might have been 5'6".
Yeah,
yo.
250 when he was in the
He
league.
was a bowling ball, yo. Literally, yo.
Well, it makes sense. You're right. You're right.
So salute to CJ Mosley, man. He's going to get love when he come to the bank. I was was like, he's ring an honor guy, right?
Yeah, I give it to him.
Yeah, I think
it's everybody. Like, I don't want to say everybody.
Multiple Pro Bowl.
But
I mean, ring an honor.
If you made it to the Pro Bowl, you ain't really get into no real issues here.
And you
then
put it all
good.
on the line too.
You should be good, and that too.
You put it all on the
You
line.
played
so.
well. You never was really complaining. You just got a good contract and left. We didn't trade you or anything, so that's what's up, man. I think they'll take him, man.
Yeah.
Maybe about 4 years.
That'd be fire. Got to do one negative, kind of not a negative, but just keep an eye on. Heard some news about
my boy.
Tyler Luke.
3-3.
Uh-oh.
They saying my boy not looking consistent out there.
Not looking consistent, but
Luke,
We haven't gotten to
We
training
made the
camp.
chant prematurely.
Yes, OTAs.
nah, we haven't gotten to
Come on, Luke.
training camp yet. We put it. The other
It's
kicker,
tough, man.
The other kicker, they said, I think, he made all his joints. So they put. It's
gonna be a competition.
It's gonna be a comp. You
Well, I
know?
don't care. Whoever the most
He got
accurate,
the leg.
to be honest,
Make
yeah.
kicks.
Got the leg.
Whoever
Make
make kicks,
kicks,
yeah, could be
baby.
the
I don't
kicker,
care
yo.
who it is out there. Luke, you get it
Luke,
done, or whoever get it done.
Because you was the first drafted kicker by the Ravens, and you got the leg.
Yeah.
So we hoping you get accurate,
but a lot of times,
because if he could get the record one time from
I don't like that
70-yarder.
I don't like that a lot with the training camp views and all, because they be experimenting with stuff. Some guys is like trying things into.
That's how
I don't want to try this into the win. I want to see how if I kick it off this side, how it feels. Like he might be experimenting around,
and that's why
it might be dumb accurate.
It's not training camp.
Yeah.
So you get a little like Lamar. They was like, oh, he threw the pick to Nate, and that's good. But also, it was like it might have been even training camp. I think Lamar had threw like 3 interceptions.
Yeah, that means it's going to happen, baby.
And then the whole year,
rhythm.
He didn't even threw 3 the whole year after that. Yo, like you know what I mean. So
they
it's like
getting that rhythm, man. That's how you get your rhythm and all
they
that
trying
stuff
out
right now.
So we just we want the boy Luke, because we want the Luke chance.
Yeah, the Luke.
We want that for you. Listen, Luke, we want that for
you.
Luke,
we need you, bro.
We need you
because you're the polar opposite of what we had, and we need that.
We need that. Put your head down, yo.
Need to clear it out.
But you never know. You win a Super Bowl the first year, you become that guy in the city, yo. You never know how that money comes.
Too much, yo.
And the fame, yo.
Gonna be down Fed Hill doing too much. Don't go down Fed Hill, yo, and the house and all that.
Away from Fed.
Stay home with your family. Have fun.
Yeah.
You could probably build a bar in your basement and just have a good time. With your close loved ones and friends.
Yeah. So, this week of minicamp, to wrap it up, man, just a lot of good, positive energy.
Yes, sir.
Guys showing up. They said guys are looking good. The guys that they want to see, that they, like a lot of the young players are looking good. I don't think they've been smoke. Nice. They've been talking about a lot of the young players.
Some losses as far as
CJ
injuries.
Tampa.
But no real major ones.
Bo Braid.
Yeah, that was tough. I was sad.
No, they said.
Oh, they said any good?
It's minor, yeah. And
good.
I think he was back this week.
Good.
Awuzie was minor, and then I believe he was back or about to be back. But from all things they're saying, like, other than the Darius situation, everything is looking good.
I love it.
The young players are looking good. So,
Let's lock in, man.
Yeah, man. Another week huddle up with us.
Excited.
Continue to huddle up, baby.
Yes, we be back.